Are you afraid of a devastating heart attack or stroke that will rob you of the rest of your family? You've replaced butter with margarine, you've cut back on red meat, you've carefully monitored your cholesterol, dutifully followed every conventional advice you've been given, yet you still wake up at 4 in the morning with sudden, stabbing anxiety. You still feel a tightness in your chest. You still worry about the next doctor's visit, the next blood pressure reading, the next unexpected moment of weakness. Why? Why does the fear persist even when you've followed every rule? The conventional advice, that decades-old fear campaign against cholesterol and saturated fat, has left millions of people feeling helpless and frustrated. They gave you a mop and told you to clean up the flood, but they never told you to turn off the faucet. And that faucet, the true root cause, is not high cholesterol alone. It is chronic, system-wide inflammation. Today, we are going to expose the real enemy hiding in your pantry. It is the subtle, daily damage from inflammation that creates the cracks in your arteries, not simply the cholesterol driving by. More importantly, I am going to show you 10 simple, powerful foods that do more than just lower a number on a lab report. They actively calm the inflammation in your body, allowing your arteries to heal and rebuild, protecting your heart and your brain from stroke and heart attack. This is not about a quick fix or a new fad. This is about transforming your kitchen into a healing center, giving you a renewed sense of control over your health that no diet trend ever could. Welcome back to Senior Forward Health. I am Dr. Miles. The journey to an unclogged, flexible cardiovascular system starts with a fundamental shift in understanding. For too long, we were fixated on cholesterol. Think of cholesterol like a repair crew. It rushes to where there is damage. If your artery walls are perfectly smooth and healthy, cholesterol moves on. But when the inner lining of your arteries, what we call the endothelium, is constantly damaged, cholesterol gets trapped there. What causes this damage? Chronic inflammation. Imagine your arteries are like the beautiful, delicate paintwork on a classic car. Inflammation is like sandblasting that paint every single day. Eventually, the metal underneath is exposed. When cholesterol, calcium, and other substances see that exposed, raw surface, they rush in to form a protective scab, which we call plaque. Over time, this plaque hardens and calcifies, turning your once flexible artery into a rigid, narrow pipe. This process is called atherosclerosis. And the danger is twofold. First, the narrowed pipe can slow or block blood flow, leading to a heart attack. Second, that plaque can suddenly rupture, triggering a rapid, disastrous blood clot. If that clot travels to your heart, it is a heart attack. If it travels to your brain, it is an ischemic stroke. The bottom line is this: no inflammation, no damage, no plaque. So, if inflammation is the enemy, what is firing the sandblaster? The answer lies in 3 key ingredients that have become staples in the modern diet, and I strongly urge you to minimize or eliminate them. Before you add one single healing food, you must clear the deck. The 3 inflammation triggers you must remove first. This is the most important part of the equation. You cannot build a healthy house on toxic land. You must remove the toxins first. 1. The refined sugar and rapid carbohydrate assault. I am not just talking about the obvious culprits like candy and soda. We are talking about anything that your body rapidly converts into glucose, causing a huge, sudden spike in your blood sugar. White bread, packaged cereals, most breakfast muffins, pasta made from refined flour, and crackers. When you consume these, your pancreas is forced to release a flood of insulin to manage the sudden sugar rush. This constant state of high blood sugar and high insulin is intensely inflammatory. It is like constantly running a low-grade electrical current through your blood vessels, leading to microabrasions and damage to the endothelium. This is one of the quickest ways to accelerate plaque formation. You must aim to control this blood sugar roller coaster to give your arteries a chance to calm down and heal. 2. The hidden danger of industrial seed oils. For decades, we were told to fear natural, stable fats like butter and lard and switch to vegetable oils like soybean, corn, cottonseed, canola, safflower, and sunflower. This was arguably one of the most damaging pieces of dietary advice in modern history. These industrial seed oils are heavily processed, chemically extracted, and highly unstable. Crucially, they are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While we need some omega-6, the typical Western diet has an inflammatory ratio of up to 25 to 125 parts omega-6 for every 1 part omega-3, when the healthy anti-inflammatory ratio should be closer to 4:1 or even 1:1. This massive imbalance creates a perpetual state of cellular inflammation throughout your body. These oils are hiding everywhere, in nearly all restaurant fried foods, in most salad dressings and mayonnaise, and in almost every packaged baked good or chip on the supermarket shelf. Read your labels and eliminate them. Choose stable cooking fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or grass-fed butter instead. 3. The Trojan horse of processed foods. Anything that comes in a box, bag, or package with a list of ingredients that looks like a chemistry experiment is a potential inflammatory trigger. These foods are the delivery system for triggers 1 and 2. They are often packed with refined sugars and industrial seed oils. Beyond that, they contain a host of artificial colors, preservatives, and chemicals that your immune system does not recognize as food. Your immune system's reaction to these foreign substances is to launch a defensive attack, which is an inflammatory response. The simple principle here is to eat real food. If it was not around 100 years ago, and if it looks nothing like it did when it left the farm, put it back by eliminating these 3 culprits. You are turning off the faucet. Now we can begin to rebuild and heal. 10 powerful foods that heal your arteries and protect your brain. The second part of the solution is to actively load your body with anti-inflammatory, vessel-protecting compounds. These 10 foods are proven to strengthen the endothelium, improve blood flow, and directly fight the root cause of plaque formation. Number 1, fatty fish, the essential omega-3 powerhouse. If inflammation is the fire, omega-3 fatty acids are the fire extinguishers. Specifically, we are talking about EPA and DHA. These are found directly in fatty, cold water fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, herring, and especially sardines. Do not rely on plant-based omega-3s like those found in flax or walnuts. Those are ALA. And your body is very inefficient at converting ALA into the useful EPA and DHA, particularly as you age. EPA eicosapentaenic acid is the true inflammation warrior. It works at a molecular level to calm down the inflammatory signaling pathways that create damage in the coronary arteries. By reducing inflammation, EPA helps stabilize and prevent the formation of new plaque. It also powerfully lowers triglyceride levels in your blood, which are a major, often overlooked risk factor for heart disease. DHA-docosahexaenoic acid is crucial for the health and flexibility of every cell membrane in your body, particularly in the brain. A brain that has ample DHA is more resilient against the kind of damage that can lead to vascular dementia and strokes. Action step: aim for at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week. Sardines are a genuine superfood, inexpensive, low in mercury, and you can eat them right out of the can or mash them into a simple, heart-healthy spread. Number 2, leafy green vegetables, the blood vessel relaxer. Your mother told you to eat your spinach, but she probably did not know why. Leafy greens like spinach, arugula, kale, and beets are powerhouses of compounds called dietary nitrates. Here is where the magic happens. When you eat these nitrates, special bacteria in your mouth and body convert them into a remarkable signaling molecule called nitric oxide. No, think of nitric oxide as the relax command for your blood vessels. It signals the smooth muscle cells surrounding your arteries to relax and widen, a process called vasodilation. This is like replacing a stiff, rigid old copper pipe with a new, wide, flexible garden hose. When your blood vessels widen, the pressure inside them naturally goes down. This dramatic improvement in vessel flexibility and reduced blood pressure is one of the most effective ways to reduce the strain on your heart and prevent a stroke, which is often caused by high pressure rupturing a delicate vessel in the brain. Action step: commit to 1 large serving of leafy greens every single day. If you do not like salad, blend a handful of spinach into your morning smoothie or scramble, or kale with a little extra virgin olive oil. Number 3, extra virgin olive oil, the anti-inflammatory elixir. This is not just any olive oil. It must be extra virgin. This designation means the oil was mechanically extracted without high heat or chemical processing, preserving its precious cargo of protective compounds. The power of extra virgin olive oil lies in its high concentration of monounsaturated fats and, more importantly, its incredible array of polyphenols. One of the most notable polyphenols is oleocanthal. Research has shown that oleocanthal possesses powerful anti-inflammatory properties, mimicking the effect of a low dose of ibuprofen. It actively helps to soothe the inflamed artery walls we talked about earlier. Furthermore, consuming extra virgin olive oil has been consistently linked to improvements in endothelial function, the health and responsiveness of your artery lining, which is the first line of defense against plaque formation. Action step: use extra virgin olive oil as your primary cold-use fat. Use it generously in salad dressings or drizzle it over cooked vegetables and soups. Crucially, do not use it for high-heat frying, as this destroys its beneficial compounds. Number 4, grass-fed beef and pasture-raised eggs, the K2 traffic cop. These foods have been wrongfully demonized, but the truth is in the quality. When cows eat their natural diet of grass and chickens roam freely, eating bugs and seeds, the resulting meat and eggs have a profoundly different nutritional profile compared to factory-farmed counterparts. The most critical difference is the concentration of vitamin K2. Think of vitamin K2 as a smart traffic cop for calcium. Its job is to ensure calcium is directed exactly where it is needed into your bones and teeth and vigorously kept out of where it is dangerous, your arteries and soft tissues. When calcium accumulates in artery walls, it causes them to harden, a process called arterial calcification, which dramatically accelerates plaque formation and stiffness. Vitamin K2 helps prevent this deadly process, keeping your arteries soft and flexible. Additionally, both grass-fed beef and pasture-raised eggs have a much healthier, lower ratio of inflammatory omega-6 to anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats. Action step: when shopping for meat and eggs, always look for the labels 100% grass-fed for beef and pasture-raised for eggs to ensure you are getting the full K2 and omega-3 benefits. Number 5, garlic, the natural blood thinner. Garlic is a 1,000-year-old remedy, and modern science confirms its power. Its benefit comes from a sulfur compound called allicin, which is released when the garlic clove is crushed, chopped, or chewed. Allicin has two key effects that protect against heart attack and stroke. First, it has a modest but measurable effect in helping to lower blood pressure, easing the strain on your cardiovascular system. Second, and crucially, allicin acts as a mild, natural blood thinner. Many strokes and heart attacks occur when a plaque ruptures and a blood clot forms right on the site, instantly blocking the artery. By making the blood a little less sticky, garlic helps prevent the formation of dangerous clots, significantly reducing the risk of a sudden catastrophic event. Action step: to maximize allicin, crush or chop your garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This allows the necessary enzyme reaction to occur. Adding it raw to salad dressings or a homemade pesto gives you the maximum benefit. Number 6. Turmeric with black pepper, the king of anti-inflammatory spices. Turmeric's vibrant yellow color comes from its active compound, curcumin. Curcumin is known globally as one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents in existence. It works at a molecular level to block the signaling proteins that switch on the body's inflammatory response. Because chronic inflammation is the single root cause of arterial damage, curcumin's anti-inflammatory power benefits the entire vascular system, from the large coronary arteries down to the tiny vessels in your brain. There is one critical caveat: curcumin on its own is very poorly absorbed by the body. This is where the magic of black pepper comes in. A compound in black pepper called piperine can boost the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Action step: make it a habit to add turmeric to soups, stews, and roasted vegetables. Always, without fail, add a pinch of freshly ground black pepper to the dish to unlock its full, artery healing potential. Number 7. Avocados, the potassium counterbalance. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown to help lower the damaging type of LDL cholesterol and raise the protective type of HDL cholesterol, the kind that helps escort fat out of your arteries. But their most underrated power is their high concentration of potassium. The vast majority of people in the Western world consume far too much sodium, which is a major driver of high blood pressure. Potassium is the natural antidote. It helps your body excrete excess sodium, and importantly, it helps to relax the tension in your blood vessel walls. This double action makes potassium a critical mineral for maintaining healthy blood pressure, which is vital for stroke prevention. Action step: try adding half an avocado to your breakfast or lunch every day. You can enjoy it simply sliced, sprinkled with pepper, or mashed into a simple, healthy guacamole. Number 8. Walnuts and almonds, the flexibility booster. Nuts are a nutritional powerhouse, combining fiber, healthy fats, and powerful antioxidants. Walnuts are the richest nut source of plant-based omega-3 ALA. Both walnuts and almonds are excellent sources of an amino acid called l-arginine. L-arginine is a precursor that your body uses to manufacture that wonderful nitric oxide NO molecule we discussed earlier. By supporting NO production, these nuts help keep your coronary arteries flexible and improve blood flow, reducing the strain on your heart. Furthermore, the fiber in nuts helps to slow the absorption of sugar and fat, helping to stabilize blood sugar and cholesterol levels, reducing two more inflammatory triggers. Action step. A small handful, about 1/4 of a cup of unsalted nuts per day, is an excellent snack. They are easy to grab, satisfying, and deliver a potent dose of heart protective nutrients. Number 9. Dark chocolate and cacao powder, the endothelial stimulant. Yes, you can and should eat chocolate, provided you choose the right kind. The secret lies in the high concentration of antioxidants called flavonols. Flavonols in dark chocolate have been shown in clinical studies to stimulate the delicate endothelial lining of your arteries to produce more nitric oxide. This means the flavonols are directly improving the elasticity of your blood vessels. Increased elasticity means lower blood pressure and better blood flow not only to your heart but also to your brain, which is crucial for staving off vascular issues and protecting against stroke. Action step. Look for dark chocolate that is 70% cacao or higher. The more bitter it is, the more flavonols it contains and the less inflammatory sugar it has. One small square per day is enough to reap the rewards. Number 10. Nutritional yeast, the homocysteine neutralizer. This might be your secret weapon. Nutritional yeast is a deactivated yeast that has a naturally savory, cheesy flavor. It is an extraordinary source of B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and folate. These B vitamins play a critical, often overlooked role in protecting your blood vessels from a substance called homocysteine. Homocysteine is a natural byproduct of protein metabolism. If its levels get too high in the blood, often due to insufficient B vitamins, it becomes highly toxic and inflammatory, acting like tiny shards of glass that scratch and damage the artery lining, directly triggering plaque formation. The B vitamins in nutritional yeast are the cleanup crew that metabolize and neutralize this dangerous compound. By keeping homocysteine levels low, you are directly preventing one of the most inflammatory types of artery damage, protecting your heart and brain from clot formation. Action step. Nutritional yeast comes in flakes and can be easily sprinkled on everything. Use it as a seasoning on popcorn instead of salt. And butter. Mix it into eggs or sprinkle it over salads and steamed vegetables for a savory, heart-healthy boost. You now have the full picture. The old narrative focused on cholesterol and fear. The new, empowering narrative focuses on inflammation and healing. You have the power to stop the damage by removing the 3 inflammatory triggers, the refined sugars, the industrial seed oils, and the processed foods, and you have the power to heal and protect your arteries by systematically integrating these 10 powerful anti-inflammatory foods into your daily routine. Start small, pick one item to eliminate and one food from this list to add this week. That small, intentional act is you taking back control. If you found this crucial information helpful, please hit the like button, share this video with a friend or family member who worries about their heart health, and most importantly, subscribe to Senior Forward Health so you never miss another empowering health solution. Leave a comment below and tell me which one of these 10 foods you are going to commit to adding to your diet starting tomorrow. I read every single one. Thank you for being a part of our community, and remember, you are in charge of your own health. We will see you next time.